What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of TTALK, where it is you plus me plus a lovely cup of tea. And today we are back with another episode. If you guys are new here, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Nala Asa Shakur, also known as Tyler A. Norman. I am the author of the book Love Starts Here. And if you haven't read my book yet, this book takes you down a life-changing journey of learning how to embody love, how to cultivate love, how to love yourself in all four of your energy bodies, your holistic self, so mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Learning how to cultivate love in those parts of ourselves, and learning how that attracts love on the external world, how healing our inner world attracts all those things in our relationships, our friendships, our careers, our our environments, etc. So yes, if you haven't read my book yet, go ahead and check that out. And then I am also the CEO of the All Natural right here, which is your one-stop holistic health shop, where we provide all your needs for a natural lifestyle in a content, product, service, or event. So yes, if you guys are new to Tea Talk and you haven't been to one of our episodes yet, this is just a sacred space where we sit down, we drink our tea, and we talk the real tea, which is how to heal thyself, okay? So yes, now that I'm done with that intro, I'm excited to get into the message today. But go ahead and pause. If you don't have your tea yet, I want you to pause this video, go get you some tea, because drinking the tea is just part of the whole healing. It's part of the sharing space together, okay? So today I am sipping on some echinacea, ginger, and sea moss tea. So this is like power couple right here, okay? We are in the winter seasons. There's a lot of lower vibrations going around. We're in a very feminine energy. It's very cold outside. It's cold and flu season, you know, which is another reason why I have my crown covered. So I like to cover my crown in the winter time because there's just a lot more, like I said, lower vibrational energies that can attach onto us. And so that manifests a lot of times in cold and flu, sickness, just different symptoms that we can have, or just like 24-hour bugs that we can have and all that. So echinacea is amazing for boosting the immune system, just like easing cold and flu symptoms. Ginger, I've talked about ginger before. It's one of my favorite herbs to use. Ginger is good for nausea. It's good for digestion. It's good for breaking down mucus, clearing your passageways, and tons of things. And sea moss, if you guys aren't familiar with that, it has 92 out of the 102 minerals in our body, so it's like a super vitamin. So all that together, perfecto. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the prayer, and we're gonna get started today. Let's take some deep breaths. Thank you, Mother, Father, Creator. Thank you for this space. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this gift, for allowing me to be a channel, to be a vessel for the divine wisdom. I pray and I set the intention for me to open up my energy portal, open up myself, open up my crown chakra, to be able to be a channel and be a vessel for the divine wisdom, to be able to speak, to be able to express, to be able to channel whatever it is that all the listeners, all the watchers, whatever it is that we as a collective need to hear in this present moment, spirit. Whatever we need to hear, whatever affirmations we need, whatever clarity we need, wherever understanding that we need in this moment, that we can apply to our personal lives, that can help us love ourselves on a deeper level, that can help us love life on a deeper level, and love others on a deeper level, spirit. I just pray and I set that intention, and I open myself up, clearing all energy. Clearing all energy that does not serve our highest good, that is not here for our healing. Clearing all that energy from this space, from this podcast, from this video. Clearing all energy that is not of our highest good and that is not for us to heal. But I'm just giving gratitude for this gift, giving gratitude for this day, this space, and for all things. Thank you, Mother, Father, Creator, for the message that we are going to leave here with today that is going to help us along our journey of love. Thank you, God. Ashe. Okay. I'm honestly very curious as to what the message is going to be today. Very, very curious. Okay. And I'm trying to think if I have any announcements. I don't have any announcements. We actually do have we have another business that has joined the holistic business community, and so we have a new blog series on the All Natural, which is called Soul to Soul. Okay, so that is going to be a blog series. There will also be reels posted every Sunday, and it's going to be encouragement from the divine masculine for the divine masculine, just different values and just different things that Soul, his name is Soul, just that he learns throughout life and his experiences and just shares with that blog. So it's going to be a very inspirational, continuous, ongoing blog. So definitely check that out. Look for that every Sunday. And then I also just want to mention my energetic juice cleanses that we have available on the All Natural. That is a weekly subscription. So there are two options. You can get a 3 juice cleanse or a 6 juice cleanse. It comes with the 3 juice cleanse comes with 1 of each flavor, and then the 6 juice cleanse comes with 2 of each flavor, and that is a weekly subscription. So once you sign up for it, it's going to charge your account automatically. Every Monday, the juices will get delivered every Monday. They're all organic, cold press. All the juices are charged with 528 hertz, which is the love frequency of the heart chakra. And yes, so if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check that out. Those will be personal clients of mine. Everyone who signs up for that will be a personal client of mine. We will do a consultation, an energy consultation, where you just let me know, what's going on energetic wise. What are some things you want to work on health wise, holistic health wise, and I will infuse that energy into those juices. So definitely check that out. The juices are super good, flavors are super good, and they're packed with herbs, vitamins, just fresh fruits and vegetables that are just amazing for the body. So check that out. Check it out. But yes, what are we talking about today, Spirit? What message do you have for us today, Spirit? What message do you have for us today? What do we need to know today? What understanding and understanding, overstanding do we need to hear today? What message do we need to leave with today that helps us to love ourselves, helps us to heal ourselves, that helps us to grow into our own selves and continue on to our journey of elevation. Okay, one more card. One more card. Okay, so the first message that I'm really just getting is we have patience. We have patience and we have change. so from this, I'm just getting that Spirit is just reminding us that change takes time. I know that we always talk about healing ourselves and, you know, whether it's shifting our internal world or waiting for shifts to happen in the external world, Spirit is reminding us that things like when we're trying to change our habits, trying to change our beliefs, trying to change anything about, you know, our lifestyle, the way we live, or trying to change our diet, Spirit is reminding us that those changes don't happen overnight. They take time. So like I said, whether you are trying to transition to a plant-based diet or something, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be like, oh, today I ate everything and then tomorrow I'm plant-based. No, it's a slow transition. It is a persistent. It takes persistence. It takes getting up every day and deciding again and again and again and again. And as it gets harder, keep on deciding again and again and again. And that's how you build up that momentum. That's how you change your brain patterns. So the thing is, all the habits that we have, all the beliefs that we have, they are certain brain patterns. They are certain, they're I don't really know the technical part of it, but it's like there's certain, I think certain neurons like fire in our brains. And the more that we do them, more that we repeat them, the stronger that brain pattern gets. And so the way that we change a habit is when that brain pattern fires. Say we're used to, like I said, eating whatever. So we want to go downstairs and we want to have bacon and eggs for breakfast. So if we want to transition to a plant-based diet, it's going to take us waking up in the morning and saying, okay, actually, I don't want bacon and eggs. I want to have a bowl of fruit. And the more that we do that, the more that we weaken that brain pattern. So it takes repetition. And actually, I was just having a conversation. With some people close to me last night on, you know, the subconscious mind. And I was telling them that the subconscious mind is programmed through repetition. And that is exactly how we take control back over our subconscious mind. It's repetition, okay? So like I said, if we want to transition to that plant-based diet, it's going to take continuous deciding, continuous changing that brain pattern into something else until that brain pattern is completely weakened. And that's with all habits, that's with all things. So whether it's like, okay, we want to start waking up at 5 a.m. We're not just going to start waking up at 5 a.m. just naturally just because we said that. No, we have to train, we have to create a new brain pattern in our head that says, okay, I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. And that's going to take continuous, repetitive, changing our minds of like, okay, I no longer wake up at 9, I wake up at 5 now. It's going to take that continuous repetition of changing those things to actually see those changes and for those changes not to be so difficult anymore. So Spirit is reminding us that to be patient with ourselves, to be patient with the things that we are trying to change within ourselves, within our internal world. And also, I spoke about this actually on a lot of TTALKs, and I speak about this in Love Starts Here as well, is that everything starts from the inside. So if we want to change our external world, we must change our inner world first, because the external world is only a reflection of what's inside. And so the other thing with that as well is, not only does it take time and patience for us to change habits and beliefs and different things that we do in our internal world, it's going to take time for that to reflect in the outer world. So we have to be very patient. We have to be very patient with ourselves. We have to be patient with the universe. And we also have to be in tune with the cycle of nature. Knowing that big changes and new beginnings, we have the root powers of earth, which is basically like, root powers of earth is like the beginning of an earth cycle, the beginning of a manifestation. We have to recognize that when we are in tune with the cycle of life and the seasons of nature, we have to understand that we make a lot of, wintertime is a chance for us to make a lot of internal changes, because it's a time where we're hibernating. We're not outside. We're not in the external world so much. We're really forced to sit down, to go into hermit mode, and to go within. And that is really giving us a chance to shift our perspectives and to shift different habits in our internal world, so that by the time springtime comes, those newer changes in the external world can manifest. If that makes sense. So, yes. So Spirit is just reminding us that the wintertime is really an opportunity for us to go inside and to make those changes. To make those changes to our internal world that we want to see reflect on the outside. So if we have a goal like summertime, I want to be real fit, I want to be healthy in all ways. I want to be healthier physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. In order for that to manifest in the summer and the springtime, we have to start making those changes right now in the winter. We have to go within. We have to start changing those brain patterns. We have to start saying affirmations and, rewiring our brains to start thinking in different ways, to start naturally having different habits, so that we can experience those changes by the time spring and summer comes. And the thing is, so me just sitting here, I was starting to get very distracted. Just noises going around, cars outside. I was getting very distracted. I was like, I'm having trouble picking up the message. But I feel like another message is also that when we are starting to make changes into our internal world, we're starting to successfully make life-changing habits that will reflect in the spring and summertime, and that are really starting to catapult us into a different vibration, into a different frequency, and starting to raise our frequency. We will get distracted by a lot of things. And that's the thing. The enemy, the devil, will distract you when you start to break away from certain habits that are keeping you in fear, that are keeping you controlled, that are keeping you at a lower vibration, that are keeping you from elevating and releasing your baggage and manifesting all the things that you desire. The enemy, when you start making those changes successfully, the enemy is like, oh, whoa, I don't have control over you anymore. Fear is not working over you anymore. So I've got to hit you a little bit harder with some distractions, so we can nip that in the bud, because we can't have you making these changes, because then you're going to elevate past and I don't have control over you anymore. There's a book called Outwitting the Devil that is a great book. It's this man having a conversation with the devil, and he talks about how he tries to send so many distractions when we start to elevate, because when we start elevating, we are no longer controlled by fear. We can no longer be controlled. And so distractions will come through people, friends, family. People start like, what are you doing? That's so lame. Oh my gosh, that's not what we do. Da, 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 da. Oh, you're trying to be healthy. Da, 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 da. Just sending distractions in all type of ways, all forms. So that's also a message as well, is that when you start making those changes, especially in this winter season, like I was just saying before, there's a lot of lower vibrations around. When the collective and us as individuals start elevating more and more and more, the more test will come. And it's like I said, changing habits it takes persistence. It takes continuous deciding. And the harder it gets, it takes you to continuously decide, like, okay, I'm not doing that. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not controlled by this. It takes continuous effort. So I feel like that was just a message today, is just to remind everybody that when we're trying to change something within ourselves, when we're trying to change a habit, a belief, just any part of our lifestyle, that not only does it take time and patience to begin those changes, and it takes repetition to change those brain patterns and rewire brain patterns and create new ones. It also takes patience with ourselves in knowing that there's a lot of distractions. There will be, and there are a lot of distractions that will come in and try to deter you from your path. And that sometimes we might go a different way a little bit. We might step back. We might take a couple steps backwards. We might, make a mistake. We might fall back into old ways. But Spirit is reminding us just to have patience with ourselves and knowing that we won't be able to be perfect, because this world is a one big distraction. This 3D world is one big distraction. And there will constantly be tests and tests and tests. And sometimes we will pass those tests with flying colors. And sometimes those tests will make us step back a little bit until we learn a deeper part of that lesson and why we want to elevate past that. And that will